When no one thought this day would come, the IPL somehow managed to push its way through in this year 2020, and it's now finally all scheduled to start on the 19th of September, which is tomorrow. Indian Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. is the first game, and this game is going to be a crackerjack of a contest because it's played between the defending champions Mumbai Indians and the magnificent Singh Dhoni-led Chennai Super Kings, who were the finalists in the last season. It's going to be a fantastic contest to watch out for, and in this video I'm here to give you guys all the necessary stats and all the numbers before we go into this game. And I'm also going to have a special section where I'm going to tell you my predicted 11 that you can choose as well going into the first game. So without much further ado, let's quickly begin the video. The first game is going to be played in Abu Dhabi at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium. It's a fantastic ground to play cricket in. The average first inning score in the last 40-20 Is that have been played here, it's not been too high. 132 runs is the average first inning score, and the teams batting first, batting second, they've all remained the same. 2 have won, 2 have lost. So it's quite evened out there. And if we have a look at the head-to-head next between these two giants, the Mumbai Indians have always had a firm upper hand over the Chennai Super Kings. Especially since 2018, they faced each other 6 times, and 5 out of those 6 times Mumbai Indians have won it. It's only once that CSK have triumphed over the Mumbai Indians. So this is something that the Chennai Super Kings would obviously not look into before going into the first game, but this gives Mumbai the advantage, a fair psychological advantage before going into the first game. Let's quickly move on and let's quickly talk some numbers. The first of these stats is something that the Mumbai Indians will not want to have a look at, because the last time the IPL was held in the UAE, which was back in 2014, Mumbai Indians played 5 matches in this country and they lost all 5 of them. So their track record in the UAE has not been good. Mumbai Indians have always been known as slow starters, and I don't think they will want something like this to happen, especially considering the fact that they also don't have a lot of majority spinners in their side. With this said, let's quickly move on and speak about the Mumbai Indians captain, which is another interesting fact. Rohit Sharma has the most number of half centuries in the history of the IPL versus the Chennai Super Kings. He has 750s, he scored 705 runs, and no wonder why Mumbai Indians have always had an upper hand over the CSK, especially considering the fact that the captain is leading them from the top. Rohit Sharma's counterpart, MS Dhoni, has had a fantastic IPL in the last 2 seasons. He has a batting average of 79.18, which is the highest for any batsman in the last 2 IPL seasons who've scored more than 500 runs. In the last 2 seasons, MS Dhoni has put together in 27 innings 871 runs with 6 half centuries and a strike rate over 140, which is absolutely magnificent considering the fact that he comes so low down the order to bat for the Chennai Super Kings, and more often than not he wins it for them. Another record for MS Dhoni is that MS Dhoni has won 99 IPL games as Chennai Super Kings captain. That man can do absolutely no wrong, and especially in his yellow jersey, he's never done anything wrong. So the next win which MS Dhoni has as CSK captain is going to be his 100th. It could happen tomorrow, and all we have to do is wait for that to happen and then celebrate the legend that MS Dhoni is. And last but not least, let's speak of the Mumbai's leg spinner Rahul Chahar. Rahul Chahar was fantastic against the Chennai Super Kings in 2019. Very economical, and the fact that Chennai Super Kings somehow struggled against Rahul Chahar gives him the advantage going into the first game of the IPL. Let's quickly move on and discuss the probable predicted 11 that these two sides will go into in their first game of the season. Let's speak about the defending champions, the Mumbai Indians first. They will obviously have Rohit Sharma at the top of the order. He said that himself. With him accompanying him at the top of the order will be Quinton de Kock, who is a fantastic left-hander. At the top of the order, you need somebody that aggressive as well. Moving on, you'll have Surya Kumar Yadav. You're going to have a bunch of other cricketers: Kyron Pollard, Hardik Pandya, Krunal Pandya. Moving on, you have Jasprit Bumrah as a bowler. You have Rahul Chahar. You have Nathan Coulter-Nile or Mitchell McClenaghan. Again, I'm still not quite sure who they're going to go with. And last but not least, they're definitely going to have Trent Bolt in their side for the left arm swing that he provides the team, any team that he represents at the top of the order, and he's fantastic at the death also. Quickly moving on and discussing the Chennai Super Kings. Both these sides, mind you, they don't have 2 key players in their respective sides. In the Mumbai Indians, they don't have the likes of Lassit Malinga, who actually won them the title last year. And for the Chennai Super Kings, they don't have Suresh, Raina and Harbhajan Singh. So these are three very important shoes that they have to fill, which will be very difficult. For the Chennai Super Kings, Ruturaj Gaikwad was considered to be that replacement at number 3 for Suresh Raina, but he still hasn't recovered from the COVID that he was tested positive after he came to the UAE. So if we have a look at the Chennai Super Kings lineup, we're going to start off with Watson and Faf du Plessis at the top. At number 3, we're going to probably see Ambati Rayudu. I think it's going to be this year is going to be Ambati Rayudu's year at number 3 for CSK. Moving on, MS Dhoni, Kedar Jadhav, Ravindra Jadeja. We're going to have Dwayne Bravo as well, who's now quarantining with the team. And moving on to the bowlers, we're going to have the likes of Deepak Chahar, Imran Tahir, and last but not least, Shardul Thakur, who can also contribute with the bat. So this looks like a very solid 11 for both these sides actually. The Mumbai Indians obviously have had an upper hand over the Chennai Super Kings in the last 2 years especially, but considering the fact that the IPL is being held in the UAE this time and Mumbai Indians have not had a great track record. They've lost all 5 games, remember. And also Mumbai Indians are known to be slow starters, which is again another negative point into their side, which means that the Chennai Super Kings are going with slightly an added advantage into the first game. But not just that, the CricTracker audience also has decided to give its verdict, and it thinks that the Chennai Super Kings are going to win the first match. 57% go with the CSK winning the first game, and 43% think that the Mumbai Indians are going to win. It's almost neck to neck, but CSK have an advantage. The CricTracker audience has given its verdict. Let's see what happens in tomorrow's game. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button in the comments. Tell me what your predicted 11 is, and also let me know who you think is going to win the first game of IPL 2020. And if you already haven't done it, then hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell right next to it. And I will see you guys on a daily basis with more such videos.